Okay, so let's now take a look at the mastering process. Not doing too much over here. I have on the track, I have this VCC channel set to SSL. And then the mix bus also set to SSL, just for a little bit more of that analog vibe. And this little plugin I really enjoy using. It's by Dave Hill. It's called Phoenix 2. It only works in Pro Tools, unfortunately. But it really does add this nice tape saturation effect to your entire mix. You could even use it on individual channels if you want, but I'm using it here on the master bus. Then finally I have Ozone for some little bit of EQing, or actually quite a lot of bass boost there, a little bit of mid frequencies cut. And I noticed that when I was doing my mix that it was kind of bright, so I just did a little bit of a roll off over here. Some harmonic excitation across all the 3 bands, but heavier towards the higher bands. Some multiband compression, a little bit of stereo widening overall, and then of course the maximizer. So let's have a quick listen to how these things are changing. I'll introduce them one by one. Probably the VCC is going to be the most subtle, and then as we reach the last plugin, it's going to be the most obvious.
You want, jump over the fence to the other side. You can take it up, you can take it down, you can take a stroll. I like to eat, and I have to dip my fries in cream. You can never have a say to what makes you HAPPY.
I don't know if you can hear that. It's very subtle, but this plugin really adds this nice character to the sound. Let me see if I can just introduce that. I've actually reduced the gain. Let me bring that back up a bit. I'll just set this back to 0 and set this output trim. I think I reduced this because after Isotope's Ozone it got a bit louder, so I had to bring this back down.
You want, jump over the fence to the other side.
So it's set to this gold mode, which focuses not so much on the higher frequencies. If I had set to Sapphire, you'd hear more of the higher frequency boost happening there. Yeah, I think the Sapphire is a bit more obvious. You can clearly hear the high frequency dip when it's bypassed. So anyway, so I won't spend too much time on that. So that's a little bit of the mastering stage. What I did do is something that most people probably don't do. I changed the arrangement a bit at this stage, just because I felt that the song was a bit too short. If I just soloed. Yeah, so I've soloed this track. Let me pull this back out. So this is what came from Ableton Live. Oh, I can't solo it like this. So yeah, it just kind of tails out there. You can hear the reverb coming in. Now, if I show you what I've done here, you can see I've chopped it off so it ends right where the last beat is, and then this section comes in, which is actually from the original tune, though this section is heard in the beginning of the tune in the original one, but I decide I'm going to bring it towards the end. It's clipping a lot now because I think I've pushed these up a bit too much. the grime, the vinyl thing that you're hearing was already there. What I've added is basically pretty much the same thing that I showed you guys with the vocal track in Ableton, where I'd select a slice and then repeat it, duplicate it, or pitch it up, pitch it down, and stuff like that. So I did the same thing over here. I'd use Audio Suite plugins, so you can actually even reverse some of these. Yeah, like I think that one is reversed. So again, trial and error, just slice things up, and then you can just hit I think Command D to repeat something like that. Yeah, so you can repeat stuff like that. You want to pitch it up, there's a pretty decent pitch shifting plugin here. Again, the quality is not a factor over here. So in fact, if the quality sounds, or if the quality is not good, it's actually even better because I'm going for this grimy or gritty kind of a vibe. So that's your pitch shifting. And for the last tape stop kind of thing, I did over here. I think this is also from a plugin. I'm trying to see if I can bring back the original. Yeah, that's the original. So I just select a region, go to Audio Suite. This one is, I think, under pitch as well. It's called Verify. So you have two options. You can either slow down something, you can audition it here, or you can speed it up. So this is pretty cool, and then you can selectively do that to little sections by selecting it like that. So that's pretty much it for this session. Let me know what you think about it. Probably I missed out quite a lot of stuff. If there's something specific you want to know, you can always let me know, and I could maybe do another video and show just those features. Alright, thank you very much.